So what's really going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. On today's video, I'm making some delicious poblano, cilantro, garlic, onion spaghetti. You heard it right, some green spaghetti. Delicious is my take on it. You're gonna enjoy it if you do make it. Again, my name is Eddie and you're watching Stay True to the Flavor. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. It's free. So let's get into it. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice open my peppers and take the seeds out. I don't want to deal with those seeds later. I'm gonna go ahead and devein it, just in case it is a little spicy. I don't want to overdo it. I'm gonna get my spice from my jalapeno. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of them. Okay, now that I've got my peppers sliced in half, deveined, and the seeds out, well, most of the seeds out, I'm gonna take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just gonna coat the outside of them, give them a good shard. Let's put this skin side down, the oil side down, start to roast them. Let's take a look. See that? That's exactly what you want. This pepper is done. Just gonna fold it back in half and put it in a plastic bag. Okay, so I've just peeled my onion, and see that I'm gonna use just a little bit over a half. I'm gonna keep this half right here, and I'm gonna grate it. I'm gonna grate it, all your onion. You don't want big chunks of it. Okay, so my poblano peppers are still sweating in a plastic bag. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm using a zester because I want nice and small and grate. Do the same thing with the garlic. Get all that garlic in there. Okay, so my garlic is grated. I did about 3 small cloves. If you want more, add more. Remember, stay true to yourself, to your flavor. And as you're cooking for picky people that don't like onion and garlic, then you just want to use the very minimum, but I use 3 cloves of garlic. And again, this is my take on it. Okay, so I got about half a cup of pumpkin seeds out of the shell. I'm gonna go ahead and roast these now. Onto the fire. Okay, so to the blender, you want to add your 1.5 cups of milk. Need to add the 1 cup of sour cream. You may need a spoon for that. Plop, plop. Let me just get the rest of this out. Yes, sour cream. You're still gonna put cream cheese in here. It's delicious. You probably will never eat traditional spaghetti again once you've had this. Okay, that should be good enough. And to that, I'm gonna add my cilantro that's already been cleaned and taking the stems out. I'm still waiting for my poblano peppers to finish sweating so I could peel that charred skin off. Got me a clean jalapeno. I slice this right in half, and ooh, a little spicy. I'm gonna remove the seeds. See that? Stick my finger in there. Remember to wash your hands after this, because it could get spicy. Okay, my cream cheese. It's gonna take a couple of scoops. You're gonna add the whole thing, cream cheese. The whole thing. I'm just doing little pieces to help on my blender like always. I don't really know if you can hear the popping in the background. No, a little bit. Those are my pumpkin seeds browning. That's it. Just put them over a flame, move them back and forth, get them a little toast. Nice and hot. That's what you want. Yes, sir, indeed, in the blender. Oh, should I wait to cool down a little bit, maybe? Yeah, let's use a spoon. It's okay, we make a little bit of mess, just don't make too much of a mess. Again, guys, maybe you've seen other videos of green spaghetti before. This is my take on it. Okay, I always find ways to make it my own to what I like to eat. Okay, so just like last time, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a paper towel and clean that off. See that? Yes, so you want to take all this skin off as best as you can. There's always going to be a little bit left over, but you want to get it nice and clean. Take off all that burnt skin off of there. While I'm doing this, just remind me of some viewers that says that I do too much, that it's too difficult. Well, if you want good tasting food, you got to put the effort in. Remember, cooking is an act of love. So if you don't love your people with food, man, you better go out and treat them to a fancy restaurant or something. But yeah, it does take time to make good food. Now I'm on my last pepper. I went ahead and put my water to boil for my pasta. But look at that nice, beautiful pepper right there. Okay, so my peppers are all done as best as I could. There's still some skin, like I said, you're always gonna have some skin left over. That's okay. What I'm gonna do is just chop them up into smaller pieces, because I'm gonna saute this along with my onion and my garlic before we throw it in the blender. And you're gonna need about 3 tablespoons of butter. Now it's time to take all this goodness, put it in the blender. Okay? Get it all incorporated. Just gonna toss everything in that blender. Okay, so I got everything nice and blended. Got my fire back on. I'm gonna throw everything in the mix. I'm gonna use some of that water from the pasta to get all this stuff out of here. Once my pasta is cooked, of course. Get that out of the way. And of course, you want the salt. I'm using a fine Himalayan salt. And that should be good enough. And I'm also going to use some black pepper. Now you want to turn the flame down low. You don't want it to come to a boil. You just want it to be warming up, a little simmer. Because you have cream cheese in here, and you don't want to separate it. You want it all to come together nicely. Nice rich sauce. Now you never want to rinse your pasta. You always want to have your sauce ready, or whatever you're going to put on your pasta, and then take it out and put it right back in the sauce so it'll absorb that flavor, the pasta, the sauce. Well, there you have it, guys. That's my take on green spaghetti. It is delicious. You have to try it at home. Until next time, remember to pray for your meals, and like always, stay true to that flavor. Peace and love.